Hello guys, I hope you all will be fine. We discussed in previous video module 9 of the part 1, and in this video we'll look into the module 9 and part 2 sections. Module 9, video conference and voice communications. Part 2, voice tone techniques. Section 1, describe of voice tone methodologies. Section 2, flowchart of voice tone experience process. Section 3, explanation of flowchart on voice tone techniques. So in this video, we'll cover the module 9, part 2, section 1, section 2, and section 3. Now we'll move to the next slide. Part 2, voice tone techniques. Section 1, describe of voice tone methodologies. The candidate will calmly maintain the voice tone. There should not be high and rude voice during the interview. The candidate should reply to the answer with a very politely manner to impress the interviewer. The candidate should speak grammatically correct and there should not be repeated the answer or word again and again. There should not be speed while delivering the answer. Wherever required, the pause or slowness of the point or sentence to be followed to make understand very clearly in the front of the interview panel. So section 1 is talking about the exact tone methodologies to be followed during the interview. There should not be any hurry while speaking or while answering the questions in the front of the interviewer. And there should not be any repeated word or repeated answer will be telling to the interviewer. Once the interview panel will look into that, the candidates are very hurry or he is trying to skip the correct answers of the subject or topic, then it will impact to the candidate which can lead to the rejected by the interview panel. So tone techniques is the process of delivering your speech very calmly and very politely manner to impress the interviewer. And we'll move to the next slide. So flowchart of voice tone experience process. So there are 4 categories for the voice tone techniques. First is clear, well-maintained sound. So mean that it should be very clear word and it should be very clear grammatically the speaking, delivering to the front of interview panel. Second is pause and play techniques. Pause and play technique is a very important part of the communication where it shows the attention to the interviewer. Third is correct pronunciation. Correct pronunciation which leads the impressions to the interviewer. Like examples of if you are speaking about that one word seat and sit. So SIT. So one is a SIT. It is called a sit, and one is a SH double ET seat. Seat. it is a paper. So the pronunciation here is looks same, but little bit is difference. In the sheet is a some longer and lengthy word to make it make a lengthy to understand that it is a sheet means the paper. And if you're making a short some distance of your speaking like a sit, it is a sitting on the chair. So it's very common, but so only the where the speed slowness is required and where the speed is fast is required. That is a technique of voice tone uh, experience and methodologies. And next is category is confidence crispy tone. Confidence crispy tones like you are talking very fast, but yes, you are making the pause and delivering the speech quickly. So it is also one of the best practice. But in this crispy tones, it should be very confident level, and only it can deliver these words or the sentence in the front of interview panel. So now we'll move to the next slide. Section 3, explanations of the flowchart on voice tone techniques. The candidate will follow the voice tone technique with 4 major categories needed while speaking in front of the interviewer. The first category is clear, well-maintained sound, which means that the candidate should speak with correct pronunciation to explain any questions asked by the interview panel. If the sentence grammatically is wrong, then it may be the interviewer will not understand what are you saying as an answer. The second category is pause and play techniques, means that the candidate should speak with proper pause if the particular sentence is finished with a dot mark, and play mean that from pause to note mark end of the sentence, and after the dot mark then it will start speaking the sentence until any comma or dot is mentioned in the sentence. The third category is correct pronunciations, means that the candidate should speak with the correct pronunciation. If the pronunciation is incorrect, then totally the meaning will be changed. Example, sit and seat. If you see the pronunciation is the same, but a little bit of pause, speed is observed while speaking a sit and seat. Pronunciation is to be practiced by the candidate to make sure understandable the statement to the interview panel. The last fourth category is confidence, crispy tone, meaning that the candidate should speak confidently and tone should be crispy, meaning more actively speaking, not kind of dull speaking in front of the interview panel. Section 3 is talking about mostly when you are speaking or explaining wherever the dot, wherever the punctuations, comma is there, we need to pause, and then next we need to start delivering the sentence. Now we'll move to the next slide. So we have covered the module 9 part 2 and module 9 video conference and voice communication. We have covered and completed part 2 voice tone techniques. We have covered section 1 describe of voice tone methodologies. Section 2 flowchart of voice tone experience process. Section 3 we have covered explanation of flowchart on voice tone techniques. So we have covered in this video Module 9, Part 2, Section 1, Section 2, and Section 3. And in the next video, we'll be looking into Module 10 for the Part 1 section. Thank you.